Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Scratch tutorial. Yes, I am doing another Scratch tutorial, and I actually do plan on making even more Scratch tutorials. But in this tutorial, we're going to be doing something a little more advanced, but today we're going to be making a text engine. So first, what you want to do is we're going to delete sprite 1, and we're just going to make a new sprite called font. Now, what you can do here is two things. You can go ahead and write out all the letters manually, or what you can do is I actually have in one of my projects. So if you go on my profile, hold on. So if you go on my profile, and you're gonna find this project, the text engine test, which is the engine that we're going to be making today. You can go ahead and click see inside. Then you're gonna find this sprite. Then what you can do is open up your backpack and just drag that sprite into your backpack. So now as you can see, it's right there. So I can close that project, and now you can actually delete that, and you can go ahead and select the font sprite. Wait for it to load. It does take some time. You're gonna have to fiddle around with it. So after you've got it, we'll look into the costumes. Look into the costumes. So the first costume is going to be empty, and all the other ones are going to be letters, both capital and lowercase. So let's actually get with the coding. So let's create a block and write it out like this. So we're gonna go right and input text, and we go label size, label X, input X, label Y, input Y. And make sure to not click run without screen refresh. So we're gonna have this block right here now. And you also want to create a few new variables, which are font size, letter, and sentence. You can also delete my variable. So you need three variables: font size, letter, sentence. So you're gonna need those three variables, and you can make them for all sprites, but you know, it doesn't really matter because, well, it's not important. Anyway, so we're gonna go define right text size x x y y. So first, let's go ahead and set the variable sentence to text. Then we're gonna go ahead and set font size to size. So make sure that you're dragging these from the actual block itself. And we're also going to set letter to 1. So these are the first few little bits of code you're gonna make. And in the looks tab, we can also add a hide. Now for the other parts of code, we're gonna go into the motion. We're gonna go ahead and select the go to X block. I'm gonna put it right under the hide. We're gonna go to X, X, and Y, Y of this block. And we're gonna go ahead and set the size to the variable font size. And we're gonna go ahead and now get to the repeat section. So we're gonna go ahead and get repeat. You're gonna go into operators, length of. You're gonna get the length of block. Default is gonna be length of apple, but you want to change that and make it so that it repeats for the length of sentence. Then we're gonna go ahead to the looks category. We're gonna go ahead and switch costume to. Then we're gonna go letter. So you're gonna go this block letter 1 of apple. You're gonna put that into switch costume. And go letter letter of sentence, like that. And also, I forgot to mention, make sure that you have the pen extension installed. If you don't have, just click this little button here, and then you're gonna find pen right there. Sorry that I didn't tell you earlier, but you need that. So you're gonna go in the pen section, and you're gonna grab the stamp block. You're gonna put that right underneath. Then you're gonna go ahead into variables, and you're going to change letter by 1, and you're gonna go to motion and change X by font size, and you're gonna go into operators divided by 6. Now you can also play around with this number. I'll show you what it does later. So you don't have to make it 6, you can make it like 5, 7, 4. I'll show you what it does later. And finally we get an if check. So if X position, motion, if X position, then we're going to operate is greater than 239, which is the length of this. So if the X position is greater than 239, which is the edge of the canvas, then we're gonna go, oops, sorry, we're gonna go set X to X on the block, and set Y to Y minus size. Oh, whoops, hold on. Size, and then you get it divided. It's like, so Y minus size divided by 4. I guess plop that into the set Y2. Then we can test this by grabbing my blocks, and we can grab this block here. So we're gonna go ahead and write whatever text you want this. So here I'm gonna write text engine. So for the size, you can pick. I'm gonna pick, let's say 50. X, I'm gonna pick, let's go negative 205. And Y 30. There we go. So if you click on that, there's your text engine. So if you want to clear it, obviously what you want to do is you're just going to grab an erase all block, and you're just going to click that, and it's going to get erased. So if the text looks a little chunky or like a little weird, you can just increase the size, and then it's going to look normal like that. And there you go. That's a simple text engine. Now this, what it does, here's what it does. Let me show you. See that the text is a little more spread out. So say we set it to 3. So this makes the text more spread out or less spread out. So the lower this value, the more spread out the text will be, and the higher, the more bunched up together. So let's say we put it to 10, and then if we run it again, you'll see that it's like really together. If we put it like, let's get 15, then you'll see that it's really going to be smushed up together. So you want to keep this nice and low. But you don't want to put it to like 1. If you put it to 1, it's gonna be a little wide. So I like to put it at 6 or 5, maybe even 7. Let's say just to get a nice, just to get a little nice width of the text, so it's not too wide. So say right. Let's go to right. Scratch. Coding is cool. With an exclamation mark. There it is. Oh, there you go. So we're gonna write. Now I'm gonna write a little longer sentence. I'm just gonna write something random, just to show you the corners of yours. So just gonna go. Break it up into a few parts. There we go. And then, so as it gets to the edge, is just gonna warp over here, and then it's just gonna continue writing down there. So this is a simple text engine. So this isn't definitely not like the most complex text engine, But if you want a tutorial on like a more complex text engine that has better overlapping, that has better writing, you can always just comment that. It's just a nice simple text engine that anyone can make, and it's super simple. You can use this in your projects. It's very easy to use. Like, it's super simple to use. Like, you just write something in this block, text how much, type how much the size one you want it to be, and then just AXY it. It just types it out. It's super simple. Like, there's no text engine simpler than this. And you can like pair this with, let's say, a character or something. Yeah, let's grab aim on here. So you can pair this with characters in your games. Let's say we got aim on here. We're gonna put him here. We're gonna go ahead and write hi, right, aim on. And then, you know, it looks like he's saying it. So if the text is a little smushed together, you can try changing the size. And, like, change this value to like something lower. Just play around with the engine, and then there you go. You're gonna have a nice smooth text. So this is how you make a super simple text engine. Super simple. So this is how you make a super simple text engine. There's no text engine that gets simpler than this. Like, I think like I said, really easy. Literally anyone can make it. Yeah, just have fun making this and using this in your projects. I hope you'll have a fantastic day and that you'll use this in your projects too. And with that, this concludes this video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.